What's going on, guys? It's Totally Product News. I'm going to try and be as delicate as possible because this is a very sensitive subject on the medium that we're on right now. There's a showdown in the Windy City. As of Friday, the 15th, 2 days ago, all city employees in Chicago are required to fill out one of these. It's a health department portal where they talk about their status as far as did they get the shot? Did they not get the shot? And the Fraternal Order of Police is standing up and saying, no, we're not going to do it. And the city is coming back at them and then saying, you're going to be on unpaid leave then. So we're looking at about what the Fraternal Order of Police estimates is 50% of the police officers going on unpaid leave by refusing their details on one of these healthcare portals. Anybody that doesn't take the shot is going to be required to be tested twice a week. But the head of the FOP in Chicago, FOP is Fraternal Order of Police, that's the union in Chicago, a very, very powerful union, maybe the most powerful union in the city, is steadfast in saying that his members, at least half of them, will not comply with this. So we're at a standstill. This is in court right now. Now, the judge came out on Friday and gave an order for John Canaranza, the head of the FOP, to stop publicly telling his members to not abide by the mandate. This is a tricky one. I want you guys to write in the comment section, what do you think? This is not just for police officers, it's firefighters, city workers, garbage men. But for some reason, the teachers got a different deal. And it's not clear now whether it's only the teachers, but I know almost everybody, the majority of all city workers have to abide by this mandate, but the teachers, for some reason, have a different one. I want you guys to comment below and tell me what you think. Then, on top of all that, to throw a monkey wrench in the pile of banana peels, the judge who is barring FOP President John Canaranza from publicly addressing his members is Cecilia Ann Horan. Before becoming a judge in 2017, Horan was a partner at Hinshaw and Culberson LLP. What makes this so interesting is that Hinshaw and Culberson LLP headed the Police Accountability Task Force with Lightfoot. This is nothing more than weaponizing the courts against unions. I thought Democrats were supposed to be pro-union, not union busters. So this is the Police Oversight Committee made up of civilians. The first gentleman there is a lawyer. The second one is a pastor, Principal Montes, lawyer, Director of Security, Corporate Security. Rhonda Davis Sweeney is a judge. We'll come back to her in a second. Vice President Wolf is Director of the Illinois Justice Project. And Andrea Zopp has not been on the board for a year and a half, 2 years. But when you Google it, this is their page. And it's like the first thing to come up when you Google it. But they can't bother to change it. Anyways, I always wondered, because at the beginning of all these committee meetings, because they're on Zoom now, and they've been on Zoom for the past year and a half, they'll go over problems or votes they had on officers, because they're the only ones that can fire a police officer. The superintendent can only suggest the firing of a police officer or suspending a police officer long term. These people are the only ones that can fire them. So the superintendent will give his recommendation, and there was one where an officer was off duty, he was drunk, he got into an argument, and he brandished his firearm. What they ended up doing was suspending him for X amount of time. I don't remember the exact time. And I always wondered, if I went in front of Judge Sweeney, she's bottom left, the lady with the white hair. Let's say I worked at Walgreens, and the defense or the state came to an agreement with my lawyer and said that I would be suspended from Walgreens for 5 months for brandishing a firearm while I was intoxicated in front of my home. My FOID card wouldn't be revoked. I would just be suspended from Walgreens for 5 months. Would she take that plea? Of course she wouldn't. Of course she wouldn't. So why are they not in a court of law? Why are they before these people? just makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me at all. And maybe they are before a court of law. But if they are before a court of law, that's a felony. You can't be a police officer with a felony. So, I don't know. And when you look it up, this is the first thing that comes up. They can't even bother to change it because this Andrea Zopp hasn't been on the board for a year and a half, probably 2 years. So, anyways, let's get back to our story.
He estimates that as many as 50% of its membership will not comply with the city's vaccine mandate.
So again, do not comply with any direct order to fill out the portal, period. It is illegal. They cannot do it, and we will deal with it as it goes forward.
Concerns for public safety if first responders don't show up for work this weekend. The governor
We've
says
offered every resource, every public safety resource that's available to the state to offer to municipalities to the city of Chicago.
As of September 24th, if you guys read this headline right here, this according to the Wall Street Journal. Again, as of September 24th, this is what the Wall Street Journal is proclaiming.
New vaccination requirement. This one for all city workers in Chicago. The mayor made the announcement today, but it's not coming without controversy.
We absolutely have to have a vaccine mandate. It's for the safety of all involved, particularly members of the public who are interacting with city employees on a daily basis.
Even though negotiations are ongoing, Lightfoot moved ahead and released a statement saying, in part, "We must take every step necessary and at our disposal to keep everyone in our city safe and healthy." The police union is more vocal about vaccine hesitancy. Today, FOP President John Catanzara suggests a legal battle ahead and says, quote, "This has literally lit a bomb underneath the membership."
What kind of language is that to use in this day and age? Don't worry, it doesn't make any sense when I say it either.
The mayor's office says city workers must submit vaccination proof online. Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle announced a similar October 15th deadline for county employees. Earlier this month, Governor Pritzker said vaccines are now required for all state employees who work in highly populated facilities, including prisons. But he has stopped short of extending that more broadly.
We're going to continue to encourage people to get vaccinated. I also am firmly of the belief that local governments should pursue, as they believe appropriate, getting vaccines into the arms of the people who work in their local or county governments.
Unions such as the FOP vow to keep this fight in the courtroom and vow to keep on going until they win. Now, there is talk of workers applying for a medical or religious exemption, but if they apply for this exemption, teachers would have to be tested once a week, and city employees would have to be tested twice a week. Why there's a differential between the teachers and the other members of the city is still not known, and it's a glaring difference. So, I mean, the FOP has a right to say, why are you treating the teachers this way and us another way? So write in the comments section below, guys, what's your thoughts on this? Do you believe that city employees, government employees, have the right to say, no, I don't have to do that, even though they're dealing with citizens? They took a job to deal with citizens, yet they believe they have the right to not be given this, whatever it is, so it doesn't spread to citizens? Are they asking for their cake and eating it too? You tell me. Are they right? Are they wrong? I don't know. I'm just presenting the story to you. You tell me what you think. Do they maintain some anonymity? Do they maintain some autonomy? Or do they give that up for the $90,000 a year entry-level job? You tell me. You tell me. My name's Disorderly Product News. We got to check if this guy's really Italian. Wearing a shirt doesn't mean anything. Good night.